We're doing standard 3 meeting?
Yes. Okay. So, here we go. Learning environments. Well, when I was writing my notes, I wrote that you create a collaborative learning environment by allowing students to get to know each other well and help them to become familiar with others' likes and dislikes. I thought that was good, the way that you used your, show and tell time for the kids, like, to have them kind of build relationships with each other. It helps that little bit of, like, getting to know them individually. Okay. Not, like, it's like getting to know you with a purpose. It's not just, like, playtime.
Yeah.
Getting to know you, it's like, oh, what do you have at home? And, like, kind of that, like, connection piece. So I thought that was good, for that, and by giving students the opportunity to share, they begin to feel like a part of a family, and connected to one another. And then one of the parts in the guiding questions was about creating an environment that has positive social interactions and, like, self-motivation. And I said students feel very safe, and it's clear because they can make mistakes with each other and not feel down on themselves. You use kind words and thank students often. You tell them when you like something that they bring or do, and students feel important and successful. And I think it's important to, like, set that stage in TK especially, because that kind of sets their mindset of how school is going to be the next 12 years, exactly. So I think just your, like, positive light in the room and the way that you talk to them and your voice and your tone and everything, it just helps them to feel safe at school and happy, and that's really what you want out of that TK or kindergarten, experience. So, onto the rubric part of it, the students and the families obviously feel very safe. I give you a 4 on that. I've been in your room when parents are in your room. They feel fine hanging out in the morning, and just kind of, like, they don't feel like they have to leave or you're ushering them out the door or anything like that. And I think they feel like they can ask you anything, and request anything of you. So I think that the environment that you create in your classroom is really good for both your students and your families alike. So the student-centered classroom, where they collaborate with each other as co-learners. This probably happens in other areas of the day. In this lesson, they weren't necessarily, like, working together to create something. They were interacting for sure, and so I gave the proficient on this because they were interacting. They were helping each other in the bathroom. The bathroom issue was just another day in life of TK. But
which one?
Which one am I going to? And so they seemed like, even though was it Ski? Was up in charge or whatever. It was like. That's fine. They were all, just fine being with each other, and it's not like they anything erupted into disruption or anything like that. They did fine. They're 5. They're just newly 5. So I thought it was still, like, even though it was like you're probably thinking, oh no, this is going crazy, but
I have to get up.
Exactly. And that is, that's something that you do well. Teaching is, like, you just roll with what goes on. Like some people. Disruption in the routine or their plan doesn't go very well, but you roll with it, and you kind of have to have that mentality in the classroom. So, managing the learning environment. This was talking about, like, organization in the classroom. I gave you an outstanding on that. The kids have a lot. There's some tables and stuff, which is where they can do their, like, writing. But the room has a lot of space for them to move, which they need. The rug area, they know their square, they know the organization there, so they're able to, meet the standard of staying in the place that they're supposed to when they need to. And everything's very organized, picked up. They're not going to have any, anyone getting hurt or anything like that. So, I think you're really good there. The verbal and nonverbal communications, it was actually really good in this. I always love how you say match me. They obviously they know that, and so when you say that and you do a nonverbal with it too, you show them what you're doing. Like, it's so easy for them to If they don't hear it, they see it and they respond immediately. And then you're, telling kids to sit down. They obviously know what that means, and the hand signals need to go with it. So I think you do a good job about giving, instructions to the kids, and they seem to respond really well. So I gave you an outstanding on that as well. And then, the last one was the use of interactive technologies, which we didn't see in the show and tell, but how would you maybe throw that into your lesson if you were going to go, add that piece into it?
I think to build on it, I would have the Mimeo board do the interactive writing part. Like you can do the letter E for the Eevee doll. They could write. Or there's probably some songs and movement we could do with the letter E too.
Yeah.
I could pull up and build on that. Yeah.
Okay. And they like to get up and move around and be involved in that. Do you have them right on the board normally? How do they do with the Mimeo?
They do pretty good. Right now, because I don't have a pen, I use just a regular marker, but I'll have like something that's flashy, that's technology based, so that they can do it.
Okay.
But I was watching in one of the special ed rooms, those children using it, and I was like, they're doing really good. I think that we can do it at TK for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for Kevin to get me one.
Does he have an ETA on this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
He kind of was looking around for me the last time I talked to him. He said he was going to try to find me one because I would really love to do that.
I think it would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be so much fun. And then I just got some old Chromebooks from Miss Doolittle that she's not using while I'm waiting for the ones that from the district or wherever they're coming from. And I had a couple kids use them in a small group that was like the higher end kids, like test run. Yeah. And that worked out really well.
Oh, good.
They really liked it. They had a lot of fun.
Good.
And I was thinking I would try to find some more of those.
I was going to say, I might have some extras.
Oh, really?
But I don't know that I have chargers, so we'll have to find it. But
These
we'll
ones
work
are
on that.
touch screen. That's the one thing. Like, it would be nice to have those touch screen ones because they were using them with the kindergartners at one point, and they really liked those. The other ones are kind of user friendly, but sometimes that mouse pad is hard for the little guys. And it's hard for them to like figure out that you have to like right here on like mine's right here. You have to hit that button right there. Yeah, that's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
But
okay. That sounds good. Well. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Well,
is that it?
Yeah. That was all right on the rubric.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.